He's played by one of the. Are you okay? Hello, and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where we get faded and lost into whatever movie and film for the week. This week, Harold and Kumar go to White Castle with me, Byron, and Oscar. He's back. Hey.
You should put like an event where it's like, huh?
Yeah, like some championship stuff, like a boxer just won.
Like you dropping confetti.
Well, okay, so great stoner movie. Good time. I love this movie. I forgot how many people are in it, like famous people.
Yeah, look here.
Let's get straight into it. So, the plot's pretty simple. It's just Harold and Kumar. Kumar's played by Cal. Fuck.
Oh, I don't know the actor's name. I don't know that.
Okay, John Cho is Harold, and Kumar is Cal something. I forgot his last name. I'm very high already.
You just forgot it.
But so they're two best buds, and they just want to go get some White Castles after getting stoned.
Yep. Whilst Harold has like an assignment due, or for his job, like not an assignment, like well, yeah, his job. He had to like do some like paperwork by the next day. So then it basically shows us like the whole trip going to like White Castle, like why it was so like long and why he couldn't make it. You feel me?
Yeah, and that stuff is just put on him by his asshole like supervisors or whatever, like people above him. They were like, we don't feel like it, let's go party.
Yep.
You do this. And then Harold's like, I don't feel like doing this, I'm just gonna go get high.
Yep. And go to White Castle.
And I love that Harold is like this uptight, not too uptight, but kind of uptight workaholic, and then Kumar is just like easygoing, doesn't give a fuck.
He's like really smart because he was gonna make it into like a very prestigious like university or something like that, or like med school. So like he was there, and like it starts off with the scene with like the doctor he's talking to, and he's like, oh, like basically he was like praising him, like, like you were one of the best candidates, blah blah blah. And he's like all like courteous and respectful. And then Harold calls him, and then he just starts talking about getting high, and like the doctor's like it got to a point where like he spilled coffee on himself because of like the shock he was in from seeing this bright student turn into a fucking
be a stoner, just not giving a fuck, just saying whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for Kumar.
So what?
Good for him, honestly.
Yeah. But so that happens.
How do you feel about the other people that show up in this? Like, there's Neil Patrick Harris. He's killing it.
I don't know why they portrayed him like that. Like he was a fucking like drug addict, or like he was off ecstasy, and he was horny as fuck. Like he was trying to fuck. Like
yeah, he was trying to fuck the car at a point.
Yeah, when they go inside, and then he's just like grabbing the scene, he's like starts humping him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, he's wilding, and there's Bobby Lee's in this. He's one of the students, a part of that Eastern Asian club. Yeah. I was
I didn't know that was him. What?
Yeah, that was so he was the dude talking a bunch. I was like, oh damn, he's in this. Ryan Reynolds is in this. He's playing a doctor.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Who's into Kumar, which I'm like, why is a bunch of people into him? Everyone's trying to fuck him.
No, for real. It was like he was like Harold's the fucking like shy and like gets no huzz, but like Kumar's the opposite. Like he's smart as fuck, and he's like, I think he's talking to all the huzz.
Yeah. And Harold's like fucking shit up this entire movie. Like, honestly, the amount of stuff that happens, like, they would have been perfectly fine if he didn't freak out after they left the toll booth. They would have been fine if he didn't, like, freak out when Kumar was trying to call over Maria to talk to them. And he, like, stomp on the gas pedal. Like,
Yep.
dude, he's freaking out about everything.
You know what? Like, I really like look at it from that perspective and like saying that it was if he wouldn't have acted that way, none of that shit.
Yeah, literally.
Like, it's actually it really was his fault. Like, you know.
But Kumar starts stuff too. He gets them in trouble a few ways too. Because they're smoking in the school.
And then they get caught. He's just smoking on the steps.
Bro, literally in the school. They're smoking on the steps. Like, what are
like
you
VHS,
doing?
like the A wing and like the little fucking corner, like it was literally like steps like those, like for all the people that went to VHS and see this. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. He was a little badass too.
Yeah. I just love how much he doesn't give a fuck about anything.
No, for real.
He lies to his dad. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff seriously.
He's like, I'm just doing this so he can keep paying my rent. Like that's literally what he said, I think.
Shake my head. I really like that college scene. That was really fun singing with them running around the college. And then that fucking stoner dude who's like a business dude. He like
It was like taxing them and shit.
yeah, like $80 for like an 8. I was like, bro.
He's like, no, I just know business or essentially.
I'm like, and he pays for it too. I'm just like, I would never.
And then like there's a part where like Kumar is like questioning the like if the weed was real, and then like that's where like the guy was like there's a guy that passes by, he's like, yeah, I be smoking with everybody at the college. He's like, hey, what's up? Something, and then the guy's like like he tells him like some shit like that makes it seem that he's like a loser.
Yeah.
And then like it was just funny, you know, like
He is kind of a loser. Yeah, because he was when he got out of jail, he was like, "Mommy."
no, bro, I think they did something to him.
They definitely
Yeah,
did.
it was hinted
It's
like at the
fucked
cop.
up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that movie is from like a time where like all this shit was like not sensitive to talk about. You know?
No,
It was just made
yeah.
into jokes and shit. You know?
They were wild in this movie.
There was a couple.
A couple of jokes. A couple of jokes. The original version of "Let's Get It Started," from the Black Eyed Peas. We're not gonna say the word on here.
I was about to say, but when you said that, I was like, so.
I would have to bleep that.
You're like, dude.
But oh, the plot's so good in this. All the little minor characters when they get picked up from that with that tow truck guy,
The tow truck guy?
the tow truck guy, and he has like all the boils on.
It's like a wrong turn.
Yeah, he really does look like a wrong turn movie.
Like a mutated hillbilly for real. Man.
All those boils, I couldn't do that part.
And he, for like some reason, had like super strength and shit. Remember, because like he put like the hand on the steering wheel and he like grips it back, and he's like, he can hit like the crushing. He's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that part was crazy because like they show up and then like in his explanation, it's like, oh, don't worry, we'll get you guys back on the road and you guys can fuck my wife. And they were both like, they kind of were just like, what?
Yeah, they're like, fuck your wife.
Fuck your wife. And then they actually go inside and then he's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go fix your guys' like blah blah. And then the guy leaves, and then it's just Harold and Kumar, and the wife is like introduced, and then she basically does tell him like, "Oh, are you guys in the me?" You can leave that out.
You could have said it.
Oh, well, but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
To do it, I think.
No. I'll let my editor decide if he wants to.
But oh yeah, and they like I think they're about to go through with it, right? And then
Yeah.
the guy comes in, and then he's like, "What do you guys know about my wife?" And then he's like, "You told us you could fuck your wife," and he's like, "My wife," and he's like, "Wait, did I say that?" Oh, okay, mine basically like my bad, like, and he's gonna let them, and then
And he was like, I'll join in. And I was like, all right.
he's like, "Why don't we make it a foursome?" He's like, "Shh."
And he was wilding. That scene is crazy. Also, he's played by one of the. Are you okay?
I don't know why. It was just on autopilot, and I didn't realize I was smoking anymore. And when it actually hit me, I'm like, wait, I just hit the button.
The dude from Law and Order, the main dude, I forgot what it is.
I'm not familiar with Law and Order.
But like,
I
there's
know of it, but
yeah, one of the dudes from Law and Order plays that guy, the hillbilly guy.
that's crazy.
And then you have fucking Anthony Anderson in the restaurant when they're looking for White Castle, and they're like, "You know where White Castle is?" And he's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, a Burger Shack?
yeah, Burger Shack." That scene was hilarious too.
That guy, that actor's from that one movie with like the kangaroo.
Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He was in there?
That,
Okay,
that
okay.
dumbass movie.
Oh, it was crazy. Let's
But
be
yeah.
our next dog.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Hey, if someone says they want it, then we'll put it on the list. You
Chat,
go.
you heard that? Chat, you heard that dumbass on the account? Fake account and shit? Oh, John Doe.
But yeah, he was hilarious in his little part, like 5 minutes, as he's telling them about the White Castle where it is, and he's like, "Let's just burn this place down." I was like, "Damn,
He
they're
starts
wild."
throwing shit. Like, the fucking tray of bread is just like flying from the floor in here. Yeah. So, but yeah, so wait, the reason they had gotten there was because they were looking for White Castle.
Yeah. So they got stoned, and they were like, "I'm hungry for something different than what we usually eat." And then right as they're talking, a White Castle commercial comes on.
Yeah.
That's like the ads nowadays where you say something and the ad pops up.
That was really funny though, because it was like talking in like a seducing manner.
Yeah.
Don't eat your White Castle. Like it's talking like very like seductively to them, and they were like,
Which I don't know if I would do that for White Castle now.
hell no. Hell no. White Castle is like when you're like fucked up food.
Yeah. And even then you're like, I shouldn't have done this.
That was a phase where one of me and my buddies went like on a fucking White Castle like marathon where like we'd go like every like smoke sesh, and it was bad. And then we realized it was a day where like we ordered a 30 case, and then like swear to God we only get like, actually we get a lot now that I think about it. 'Cause the crave case is like 30, 40.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a lot of those.
And there was basically would only be like 5 left, so now we have like PTSD from that shit, and we can't eat.
After that.
Yes, that was funny.
You guys were wild.
It was bad. Gained a couple pounds. That face, though.
I can't.
It'd be like that. Though.
It do. It really do. Oh. I also like that they have like neighbors who are like a duo like them. Like they're a stoner duo.
Oh yeah, so it's like a white guy and like a Jewish guy.
Yeah.
It's like Asian and like Middle Eastern with like Harold and Kumar, and then for him it's like a Jew. I forgot their names. Like,
Yeah, I forgot.
like
I
a
think
white guy.
Goldstein is one of them, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, the Jewish dude's like, "You guys should go to Israel." I was like, "That's so random."
This movie's very racist stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in this movie.
Like in the beginning. Goddamn. We can cut that out. There was like when the movie first started, and the two like other employees that wanted to make Harold do their work for them, like at the end, like after he had agreed to it, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll work on it." They walk out of the building, and he's like, "See, like that was so easy, right?" Like he's like, "Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that easy, blah blah." And then he's like, "Besides, bro, like they're what do you say? They're like those guys are like that." He's like, "They love crunching numbers, like they love doing math." He's like, "You probably made his night." And I was like, "Man,
It's wild. There's too many jokes like that. I can't.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's really crazy.
I also love the montage of Kumar when he finds that pound of weed.
The domestic one is crazy.
Yeah.
When he's like holding her and he was like trying to beat her ass.
He slapped her. I was like, what the fuck? So he's wild. There's just so many crazy scenes like that.
It's like a ghetto love story, like flat.
Another crazy scene when they're riding the cheetah. I was like, what's going on in this movie?
There's a part where he's like, "Are we just really high, or are we actually doing this?" Like, that's how crazy it was. They were just riding on a fucking cheetah, like, because they had smoked out the cheetah. The cheetah was smoking with them, and then out of nowhere, it just lets them like ride them off into the fucking through the forest.
So he's insane.
I feel like this movie is funny because there's a lot of like head asses. Like you'll be like head ass, you know, like you'll see something and you'll be like head ass, you know.
Literally. I was also Ryan Reynolds.
I forgot he was in there. I
Me
was like,
too.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, did I see a version when he wasn't in there? Like, am I in a different dimension?
I just forgot. But yeah, he kills it. You can see the inspiration for some Deadpool and from this, the way he talks in some parts. I'm like, yeah, he uses that voice for Deadpool.
Yeah. That was Deadpool right there talking about, bro.
He loves Kumar. I don't know what was going on there. Kumar was killing it with the surgery.
He basically like they get there and he has to impersonate like a staff member from the hospital.
Another racist scene because they just call him.
They just grab the first Indian and Asian guy. They're like, doctor, and they're like, fucking, they're putting their lab coats on this shit, and they're like walking, they're briefing them, they're like,
Literally don't even confirm.
and Kumar's like, yeah, like he just goes along with it. He's like, yeah, he's like, all right. And then like they open it up and it's like a gunshot wound like victim or something like that. And like, Kumar is doing his thing, he taking the bullets out, doing this thing, and he actually completes it. But that's because he's going to med school, right?
Yeah.
He's already very smart.
He kills it. He just doesn't care. He's get high.
And that's when the Ryan Reynolds character is like all like at the end he like starts touching his like his lips or something like that.
He's like, that was sexy. I was like, oh my god.
That's crazy.
And then those fucking I hate those punks that like with the truck and they're like the early 2000s douchebags.
Yeah.
They listen to like some ska and shit. Or Smash Mouth.
Like just doing dumbass shit. Like
literally.
It was like a point where like they like go inside a gas station and with a fucking canoe. What is it? Like a little raft canoe. And they pick up the guy, put him in there, and they're like, what did they say?
I forgot what they said, but they just launched.
Like extreme canoeing or I don't know what the fuck they say. And he's just like they throw him in the air, and then he's like, there's a scene where he's like the rose, he's just like whacking everything off the shelf as he's like flying through the air. And look, the Indian guy's like the clerk, he's like,
bogus as fuck. And I was like, they were gonna do that and then just leave. They broke some stuff. And Kumar tried standing up to them. Didn't really work out. I can't with those guys. They got arrested in the end, so it's fine.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
For real.
I mean, they were being assholes all around town.
They got their karma.
So, what did you like about the movie?
I think I feel like it was just like a different time in like movie making. So like a lot, like I said, like it was a very like head ass movie. So it's like I like the head ass shit. Like it's funny, like like I feel like some people will react differently and be like, like that's like racist, but like that's like very like I don't know, but at the end of the day, it was in that era, it was their kind of comedy, and you still gotta like respect it, I guess, or honor it, But
Literally.
It's a good movie overall.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. Good stoner comedy to watch.
I think it's like one of those movies where you don't have to like see like hidden meanings or like you're just two guys trying to get high.
Literally.
To go to White Castle and they encounter like problems.
Literally.
Like the most absurd out of world problems you would never think of approaching ever in like actual life.
Yeah. This is such a good movie. When I rewatched it, I forgot how much I love this movie.
I want to watch the second one now.
Yeah, really though. It's a really good trilogy. It just putting these two in different situations, and they play off each other really well.
Yeah.
It's all insane. So for my new rating system,
Okay.
what I do is how high you should get for the movie. So I do like how many bong rips. Now, wait. I'm gonna say 20 bong rips.
Wait, what? 20 bong rips?
Yeah.
So like 20 is like a lot? Like it's
Yeah,
good?
that's a really lot. That's a lot of bong rips. You're gonna be fried watching this movie. I think we should be fried watching this movie. Have some munchies ready.
I think I'd do like half of that because I don't think I'd be able to get to the other part.
I'll get to it.
Good. For real, you got mine, but I'll be down, to try to make it there, like, So I think at 20, I give it a 20.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Everyone kills it. All the side characters kill it. The plot's not too overcomplicated. It's just straight to get to the point.
Yeah.
Get them to White Castle. So they can order like 30 burgers.
You know what's crazy? They paraglide there like this. They can't go paragliding to get there. It's crazy. They're out of all options. Their car broke down. Their car got stolen.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
and he comes back and he pays for it.
He paid for all their like White Castle, right?
Yeah, and he paid for what he did in that car.
He gives him like $200 for the car. I feel like right now you'd be like, damn, 200, but like back then I feel like 200 was a little bit more.
Yeah, a little decent amount.
So
I'd be like, your car will be okay.
Type shit. He's like, I left some love stains in the back.
Oh,
I was like, all these parts too were like, they're at the side of the road or something, and they see him drive by, and he's like in the car with like two hoods, and like they're just like fucking with their shirts off, and they're like, what the fuck? Like he just drove past with his Harold's car. It's Harold's car, right?
Yeah, the entire time.
That shit was funny as well.
Wild. Insane. I don't even think they were driving.
Yeah, no one was driving that bitch, bro. They were just like mid-air, like fucking dancing out through the sunroof and shit. That shit was crazy.
I can't.
Yeah.
All right, well, everyone, thank you for watching. Bye.
Adios.
Hold up. I like that.